Good morning, you beautiful people. As always, it's a wonderful day to have a wonderful day. It's jam packed with opportunity. Every last bit of that opportunity is hidden in difficulty, and we thrive to catch as many as we can. I wanted to come on here and share a bit of my journey from my past till now and what I've found from it. So, growing up, I no longer prescribed to him, but a Western medicine doctor diagnosed me with a autoimmune disease called Ehlers-Danlos syndrome, which is the degeneration of my joints and tendons, and I was also diagnosed with spondylitis, which is the degeneration of my spine, and rheumatoid arthritis. I used to be riddled with physical pain in my body. I hurt every fucking day. I was also ridden with anxiety, ridden with depression, had no emotional regularity, very little emotional intelligence, cognitive dissonance, brain fog, and was just generally a unhappy and angry person. But over the past 3 years, and it started because of fear of finding out they're putting poison in our food, that I was like, I don't want to eat that poison, so I was doing everything I could to not eat it, and in the beginning it was detrimental. I just went without eating. I just would unintentionally fast because of the fear. But over the past 2.5 years, I've been developing what I call the elixir of the gods. And I'll tell you, over that lapse of time, and I'm going to share the ingredients with you today. Over that lapse of time, I can say today, my physical pains in my body has subsided about 95%. My anxiety is gone. My depression is gone. My cognitive dissonance, 95% gone. Brain fog, gone. Emotional regulation, it's here to stay. My emotional intelligence, it's very aware. Almost too aware. But, I'm going to share with you guys a lot of the things I've been working on and a lot of the information. I'll show you this. I got this whole tab portion of my whiteboard and all of my ingredients and everything right here to make tactical potions. The elixir of the gods. But I'm going to share the ingredients with you. It was quite a bit to get all of the ingredients and the initial investment, but since I'm doing all of them together, I'm doing smaller portions in all of them, and it is been pretty easy to stay on top of all the ingredients. I haven't had to re-up on something in a month and a half. I buy in bulk. I recommend you do the same. So the first ingredient of the elixir of the gods is kachava, which is one of the best meal replacements on the market. It's jam-packed with a slew of all the good things. Next one is mud water, which is a mushroom supplement. Mushrooms are fantastic for us. I threw in some more lion's mane extract because lion's mane is the Adderall for the ADHD brain. Celtic sea salt, which contains 70% of the 102 daily minerals that the body needs. Irish sea moss, which contains 92 of the 102 daily minerals. I do a small dash of activated charcoal because that binds with toxins in the gut. I'm probably also going to remove that because I recently learned that it also binds with some of the nutrients, and I'm not getting those because of the charcoal. But every once in a while, I'll just literally, it's not very pleasant, but I'll do a spoonful of activated charcoal in my mouth. Not a spoonful, but an adequate amount. And I also have been brushing my teeth with activated charcoal for like the past 3 years. I also mix it with organic coconut oil for oil pulling. Next one is I do a small dash of diatomaceous earth. Everybody's scared of that because it's a pesticide, but what it really does is it gets in between the cracks of the exoskeleton on the ant, and it basically freezes them in place and they die. But the actual health benefit of it is a good source of silica. We are consist of quite a bit of silica, and what small dashes, and it's not in every single elixir, I'm very sparing with it. It makes the cells in our body more permeable to actually intaking water. 95% of this entire planet is chronically dehydrated, yet we're still drinking more water than ever. The average city tap water contains 15 different pharmaceuticals in it. Everybody tells me that's because people are pouring their drugs down their drain when they don't want it. No, they're not. There may be some people doing that, but that is not poisoning the water supply across this entire country. They are purposely putting pharmaceuticals in the water. If you're in the Treasure Valley area, hit up Rocks. It's out of Idaho City. They bottle their spring water every Monday, put it in a dark room so it does not get permeated. The sun doesn't permeate the plastic, putting microplastics in the water, and it contains the natural minerals that we need as well. And they also deliver it to your door for $6 for 5 gallons. They do it weekly. Hit up Rocks. I'm your sign. Start drinking good water for you. Back to it though, we also have cayenne pepper, which is fantastic for the metabolism. There's 2 different versions. There's elixirs and then elixirs of the gods. Elixir of the gods contains a dash of psilocybin. And then there's also liquid turmeric. I usually will do it on top of a base of raw, unpasteurized milk because the actual bacteria in that are good bacteria for the gut biome. Everything starts in the gut biome. If you're having problems with your brain, it's because it starts here. Or if I don't have my raw, unpasteurized milk, I will do spring water from Rocks. Buy it. Tell them I sent you. I don't think it's really going to help me out, but maybe they'll be like, here's 5 gallons. And those ingredients right there, that's about 70% of all the daily nutrients and minerals that the body needs. And with the help of a friend, by friend I mean ChatGPT, asking it many questions. You guys know I have my questions. And I have a list of other ingredients to hopefully bump that percentage up to everything that we need. First one on the list is ashwagandha, which I already have a majority of all the other stuff, the B's, the C's, the D's, the everything in the vitamin count, but there's also moringa powder, which I still need to do more research on moringa powder. Coconut water as an alternative base, because that's fantastic for hydration. Chaga mushroom, which I know that's in mud water, but I still need to do more research on chaga specifically. A dash of ginger, because I believe that also helps with metabolism and brain functions. And then bee pollen, which I don't know about that, but I want to look into it. And hopefully that bumps those numbers up. I do also want to share a few other pieces that I have here. And this goes into a very uncomfortable conversation of parasites and worms. Unfortunately, a large majority of the population has around 7 different types of worms and parasites in their body, ranging from the colon, low intestine, stomach, even brain parasites. And these parasites do contribute to the active state of consumption that everybody is in, and contributes to the addictions that people have for the terrible foods that we have, because these parasites are living off of the fucking garbage that they're feeding us. You know, when you haven't eaten and you start to get cranky and then you're like, I'm hangry. More than likely, that is actually these parasites pissing in your body, and they're pissing out ammonia, and that's making you very uncomfortable. And it makes you hungry, because these worms and parasites are saying, I need to be fed. But what I am doing to counteract that is we have Pau d'Arco, which helps kill the eggs. We have Wormwood combination, which helps starve them out. A black walnut hull extract, which also just helps kill the adults. And fresh cloves. Fun thing about fresh cloves, if you actually get fresh cloves and you chew on them, it'll help regrow your teeth and the enamel around them. And that parasite cleanse I highly recommend pairing with fasting, because we have to starve those fuckers out. And then once they're starved and the adults die, we have to make sure we kill the eggs. I know it's a very uncomfortable conversation, but it is what it is. If you really care about your health, you will be aware that these are in your body. Other ones that I have mullein, which is helping good for getting mucus out of our system. Superior colloidal silver. My understanding this, I still need to do quite a bit more research, but this is one of the sacred liquids that builds up in our spine. And I'm not going to go much more into that until I know more. Another one I take is chlorophyll. More like borophyll. It's not the best tasting thing, but it just tastes like what a plant you think pure plant would taste like. And that helps with many different things. I take a lot of my information and learnings from Barbara O'Neill and Dr. Sebi. These two are powerhouses in the world of homeopathic, natural ways to supply your vessel with what it needs. Funnily enough, too, I'm going to share this. With my elixirs, when I do them, let's say I get my elixir, boom, tactical. Top it all off, everything like that, put in the liquids, and then, not only did I make the potion, but then I am going to imbue the potion with magic, with intention. If you didn't know, water has memory. You can get a petri dish of water and put it over top of a picture and leave it there for 30 minutes and then freeze it. And you will see in the frozenness, you will see the picture. There's also been, I forget his name, but a man that did a study on water where he told one set of water, I hate you, said nothing to one, said I love you to another, and they all froze in different patterns. And it just so happens that the I love you froze in a very symmetrical crystalline structure, and the one that he said I hate you to was very jagged and chaotic. And so, once I make my elixir, I will then have nothing in my hands and like, plus 10 strength, plus 10 agility, plus 10 intelligence, wow, plus 100 resiliency. And I will put all of my intention that I can into this, and then when I drink it, I believe that I am consuming all of those things. If you played video games, this will help you drop into that paradigm. When you took an HP potion in your video game, let's say Skyrim, did you ever question that that HP potion was going to give you HP? Just trust it. Trust it, and I promise you it will change your life. And so with that, over the past 2 years, this has been curing me. All of the ailments that Western doctors told me couldn't be cured and that I was going to live with them for the rest of my life. And that I just had to take their drugs to manage it. They lied. And I don't think they intentionally lied. I just don't think they were ever taught. In any of these larger medical schools, they don't teach actual nutrition. They teach these people to sell you drugs. If you didn't know, Large majority of all of the medical institutions around the world were founded by Lisa Spelman, and Lisa Spelman was John D. Rockefeller's wife. He's also the foundation of our schooling system, of our food system, of everything. That's the guy that puts seed oil in all of our foods, and seed oils is just a byproduct of the Industrial Revolution, the industrial growth. That oil was a byproduct. They're like, what are we going to do with all this? Oh, we're going to put it in foods and sell it to people. And if you have anxiety, if you have depression, if you have body pains, if you have emotional irregularity, you are not like that. You are being poisoned. And I know that's been a buzzword, but I want you to truly understand that they are putting this stuff in the food and in the water to make your vessel and your brain not adequately work so that they can feed you shit, not only in the food, but in the media, so that they can, if they poison your body, it's easier to poison your mind, and you will not question it. And this is all stuff you can find. Look it up. Look it up. Call me crazy all you want, but do your own research and look it up. Push past the uncomfortabilities. Dive into a rabbit hole. And when you find something in a rabbit hole, because this is one of the main parts of my job as conspiracy theorist, is when I see something on the internet, it's not real. It's true and false simultaneously. I cannot integrate something into my beliefs until I validate it from many different sources. When I look things up, I look at the left side, I look at the right side, and I'll tell you this, I've never found any conspiracy that was true. I literally just found all of the lies surrounding it. I want you to understand that. Most of my job is sifting through shit. It's trying to find the truth in a world where the truth has become so skewed that everybody argues about everything. But if this elixir of the gods has taught me anything, it has validated what I've known to be true for many years, that they're poisoning the vessel so that they can poison the mind, so that they can steal our spirituality, and the fact that we are spiritual beings having a human experience, and that we are batteries. We are constantly, from our heart center, we have a toroidal field around us. We are pure energy. And what they've done is they've created a system where it puts you in the system, and they're just constantly leeching your life force, your energy. Why do you think they want you to work a job till you're 70 and then they put you in an old folks home to die? Take your power back. Take your mind back. Take your heart back. Take your gut back. And live a healthier, happier, clearer life. Because I know you want it, and I know you deserve it. But throughout this process, have patience with yourself. Have patience with the potions. And if you go on the journey of starting these elixirs of the gods, and you start to pair them with fasts, I highly recommend starting to pair them with fasts in the beginning. I want you to be able to, before drinking it, scan your body. Boom, 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 boom. See where all your little itches and twitches and your hurts are. And then when you drink the elixir, 10, 15, 20, 30 minutes later, I want you to do the scan again. And see if maybe some of the itches and twitches and pains have changed. And it's like working out. You're not going to notice after the first elixir. I want you to be able to write down all your symptoms in the very beginning, all your itches, twitches, and pains. Write them down. And then after a week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, a month, a year, 2 years, I'll let you know. I have it in my giant tome, all of the things I used to experience. So then you can look back and analyze your body in a month, and look back and go, holy shit. Holy shit. That's not who I am. That's a symptom. So with that, I'm at fucking 20 minutes. If you made it this far, I fucking love you. I appreciate you. I see curiosity in you, and you've damn near given me an entire Netflix episode of your time. Since we're talking about Netflix, I'll drop in one last bomb, and then I'll get out of here. And I think I've talked about this before, the father of propaganda is Edward Bernays. He's connected to why diamonds are expensive now because of a marketing campaign connected to the food pyramid, and that the food pyramid is a complete lie. And Edward Bernays' nephew is the CEO of Netflix. I wonder why. Is that just coincidence? That's a hell of a good question, isn't it? I love you guys so very much. Thank you for indulging the ramblings of a crazy man. And I wish you Godspeed on this journey if you decide to indulge it. If you're a bold enough adventurer to take your life back. I love you.